Hey everybody, welcome back to the Armed Scotsman. Today on the table we have a Mossberg 590A1. You want to stick around for this one. This one was not smooth sailing. Let's get this going. Alright everybody, as I said, this is the Mossberg 590A1 with Magpul furniture. There's a lot to go over in this one, including some issues, surprisingly, that I had with it. I was not expecting that. We'll go over that. I'm going to go over the features and the benefits of this gun, and then we'll talk about shooting it, issues I had, and customer service from Mossberg. Okay, so let's start at the back. As I said, this does come with some Magpul furniture. This is the SGA stock. A pretty cool stock here. I love Magpul products, they make quality products. Start at the back, comes with a nice rubber butt pad. Got some OG sling attachments on either side right here. This is adjustable for length of pull, and how you would do that is the screw right here, actually the actual screw head's on the other side, but this one right here, you would take that out, you slide this out, and then you add some more of these spacers on here, and you can adjust the length of pull out. I've mentioned before in my other videos, I'm not a big guy, so this is all the way down for me to shorten that length of pull. Very easy to do and to adjust that to whatever you need. You can see here the shape of it's pretty cool, and then you come down to your grip. Feels really good in hand. It's got some texturing underneath right here also. Very cool indeed. Moving along, you do have a sling attachment right here. And it is a Magpul sling attachment. It is actually stamped with Magpul in here. Moving up, you have the top safety. Now, so if you're a lefty, this makes a lot of sense and it's really helpful. Obviously down is going to be safe, and up where the button is red is for fire. Has texturing on either side here, so when you push it up or you pull it back, it's not going to slip off or anything like that. I really like this feature on Mossberg. I don't mind the crossbolt safety in some other shotguns, you know, when you use it to push it down, but I like to keep my finger away from the trigger, so it makes more sense for me to have that on top. So I do like that a lot. Obviously, you got the receiver here up the top. You got a 1913 pick rail. And you can attach a red dot or something like that if you want. It does have ghost sights on this as well that work really well. Very nice indeed. It is a parkerized finished overall, so it's going to be nice and durable. Moving down to the trigger now, we'll go over the trigger pull. It really doesn't make any, I mean, I know people are like, what's a shotgun? It doesn't matter, and I understand, but we'll just go over it anyway. So let's go ahead, make sure, obviously we just checked we're empty, we're on fire. You just got a tiny little bit of take up, you can see right there. And then you're at the wall, nice break, and then you reset, a little bit of a let out, tactile and positive, decent little trigger. Again, it's a shotgun. Realistically, who cares? But it's not. It just so people know it's a decent trigger. It's not awful. One of the upgrades over the 500 shotgun, or the 590, excuse me. So it's a 590 590A1. So this is Mossberg's most durable shotgun, as they state. And one of the reasons, again, why it's more, one of the reasons why it is more reliable and durable than the 590 is because this is a metal trigger guard. In the 590, it is polymer. So when I read that, I was like, yeah, I got to pay the little extra because I'm not on a shotgun. I'm like, yeah, I definitely, no, I realize people will have the 590 and it's never given me any problems, and 99% of us will never have a problem with a polymer trigger guard. But for me, I'm like, I want the most durable stuff out there. So I went with the 590A1 for that metal trigger guard right there, or the trigger grip. So very nice. And then you have your action release right here on this side, this little button right here. So moving on up, you have your barrel on here. This is a heavy barrel, again, for that durability. You have your tube underneath, which does hold 8, and then 1 in the chamber, so it can hold 9 total, as they recommend. You do have Magpul furniture up here again. You can change this out if you want. That's a great thing about these. You know, there's a ton of aftermarket parts for the 590 and 590A1, but this is the Magpul MOE. Has your M-lock slots on there if you want to attach something, and then down below also very nice. Moving on up to the top here. Now I actually reversed this part around, so there's a QD sling right here, but it was on the other side. It was on this side, and this like the loop here for attaching a sling was on the other side, but I prefer QD sling mounts, so I did switch. You can just take this off and switch it. It's really easy to do, so I did put it onto the other side there. This does have a bayonet lug right here also. That's what that part is right here. Overall, it's a really nice shotgun. Fit and finish has been really great. Now, all right, so let's talk about the problems that I had. So this review has been in the making for a little while because unfortunately I had problems with this shotgun straight out of the box. So I'd go shooting. So there's a couple things on this. I went shooting and I brought Black Aces Tactical double-aught buck. I brought 2 other brands of double-aught buck. I brought some slugs. I brought like a kind of a plethora of ammo, just with with double-aught buck and slugs, different brands. It really hated Black Aces Tactical. It would get stuck in the chamber and I couldn't pull it out. I have to get something there to kind of get it out. It was kind of a nightmare. Now, I know people will say, well, you can probably polish the inside of the bore in here and like kind of, so it'll accept, because when the shotgun round is fired, it's expanding and it's getting stuck, as I'm assuming what's happening with that Black Aces Tactical. But it actually stopped me one day, like I just said, when I was several days shooting, the one got stuck in there. I could not get out. I had to come home and get it out. So that was kind of annoying, that it seems to be a little ammo picky, which surprised the crap out of me, being a pump. And but it really does not like that ammo. I tried it several times, kept getting stuck. It does not like that Black Aces double-aught buck, so do not use that. And then the other issue I had was I'd fire, I wouldn't do anything, and then I'd see a round or one of the shells just fall out from the tube. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'd rack the gun, pull one out, put one in, and then I'd have a round fall, another shell falling out the bottom. I'm like, what in the crap? And it happened multiple times across all the different ammo, and I'm like, okay, well, this is not good. Like, this is a brand new shotgun, the most durable that Mossberg offers, and here I am with shells just randomly falling out of my gun. So I was like, I laugh now, but it was frustrating. So I went to the website, because obviously I was like, all right, this needs to go back to be looked at. And I went to their website and chose a reason for returning it. It's funny, it does actually have a button to select saying that shells are falling out of your shotgun. So this obviously is not a secluded issue. Obviously, it's happened enough that they put that in one of the reasons for returning a shotgun. Now I get it. This is a sample size of 1, and it was just my unlucky, to get that. And I'm telling you all this because obviously you want to know about the customer service. So I selected it, filled it out, and they're like, yeah, send it back. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not paying for this to send this back. This is a brand new gun. And so they didn't, when I went through the automated process, I didn't get a label to send it back. And it was like, there's no way I'm paying to ship this back. So I had to call Mossberg, and they said, yes, because people abuse it. We don't automatically give that, labels, and we don't always give the label. So I was like, this is crazy. So I kind of see their point about not wanting to give that automatic label out to people, just because if they've had the gun for a long time and if whatever, they don't want people just getting the free shipping from them. But it was adding more hassle to me buying a brand new gun. And they do ask date of purchase. And I was like, okay, well, I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and it's, anyway, long story short, called them. They gave me the printed label to send it back, the shipping label to ship it back to them. They did warn it could take 30 plus days. They had it less than a week, and it was on its way back to me, which I do greatly appreciate. Got it back with some paperwork, and it does mention kind of the issues, and then the ammo they refired through it to make sure it worked okay. So the things that they replaced was the cartridge stop and the cartridge interrupter, and it's essentially, there's a piece in here on either side that they have replaced. So I was like, okay, cool. So I went back out to the range, and it ran flawlessly, no problems whatsoever. So the customer service experience was, I would say, good. It could have been better with just automatically sending me that label instead of me having to call them to get a label to ship this back. But other than that, since it's been fixed, I've gone through a ton of ammo again, and it works really well. I've had no problems. So decent customer service, as I said. It's a nice shotgun. It's got this particular version has a lot of really nice features with the furniture upgrades and things like that. There is a ton of different models out there with different features, and this is just the one I got. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. This is the first gun in almost 300 reviews that I've actually had to send the entire gun back to get replaced. I've sent things like optics and things back to get replaced, but I've never had to send a full firearm back to get replaced. So this was a new one on me, but again, the customer service was pretty good, so I can't complain too much. So yeah, overall, yeah, not too bad at all. These are going to cost you probably just under $700. They do have gone through a lot of testing for the military and things like that, so they do work. They are reliable and they are durable. I just crapped out and had a problem right out of the box with mine, but again, they did take care of it. So, buy with confidence, good customer service, nice shotgun. Yeah, that's it for me, folks. All right, until next time, I'll catch you later.